You're not gonna leave. I'm not gonna have a fight in my parking lot. Have a seat.
I'm trying to leave and go.
I'm about done. You don't get to sit there looking high and smirking in my courtroom. So, Austin Doobie, why don't you come have a seat right over here, or no, right over here. Faith, Double, you come have a seat over here. There we go. Work. All right, so first I would say I have a deputy here because evidently there was some skerfuffle down on the first floor. So what I would remind you is this is a courthouse. You can be charged with disorderly conduct for misbehaving in the courthouse. You know, if it's caused by bringing current partners with you, don't bring your current partners. Just come here, take care of your case and go home, but we don't need any drama. Do we understand? Okay. I don't really care. I'm telling you and you behave when you're in the courthouse. All right. So we are here, Mr. Doobie, on a child support case. It alleges that you are ordered to pay $600 a month in child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage of $19,746.77. This is at least a second show cause. So sir, if I find you guilty, you could face up to 90 days in jail. Do you understand that? That's a yes or no question.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The last payment we received was $10 on August 2nd of 2023. And let's see, oh, there are 3 prior contempts. Okay. You made a total of 2 payments totaling $160.23 in child support since the case was open in September of 22. So Mr. Doobie, do you understand, as I said before, the maximum penalty if I find you guilty of failure to pay child support could be up to 90 days in jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you do have a right to have an attorney represent you on this case in any subsequent hearings. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, we can appoint you one at public expense. Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
Yes.
All right, so go have a seat in the courtroom and we'll see if we can have someone to represent you today. Just go have a seat back in the courtroom. Okay. Mr. Doobie, I'm actually gonna send you out in the hallway and take a left. Listen to me. Take a left to that podium device. You're gonna log in to Zoom on that device right behind here, okay? There's instructions. Could you let that gentleman know I'm not gonna admit him because she's coming up here to talk to him? Oh, thank you. So I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for his arrest and I'm gonna set bond in the amount of 5,000 cash. So our up circuit. Well, your what? You're going to get your boyfriend?
Yeah, like he's coming up here. I'm stepping outside.
Okay. Cheese and mix. All right. So we will correct the spelling in our database. What is your name?
My name, Kennedy Gardner. I'm not here to see you.
No. Well, you are. You're sitting in my courtroom. Are you here to see me, ma'am?
No,
She's with me.
Yep.
Do you know what case you're here to watch?
yes. What is the
I think it's Steven. I don't know. I can't even pronounce his last name.
Then you come see.
Is it a criminal case?
Well, he tried to hit me with a vehicle.
Do you know what his last name is?
No,
I
couldn't even tell you.
So
Stefan or something like that.
I'm gonna send you down to the clerk's office because I don't have anything like that today. Today's my civil docket.
Well, it was sentencing.
Well, I don't do sentencings on Mondays. I do them on Thursday or Fridays. So why don't you go down to the clerk's office and they'll give you the, unless Unless it was a misdemeanor, was it in front of a man, Judge Morgan?
No, see, we have never went to court.
Okay, today is Monday. I don't do criminal cases on Mondays. I'm gonna guess the judge that does criminal sentencings on Mondays is Judge Morgan down on the first floor. So without a full first or last name, go down to the clerk's office and ask, but I don't do sentencings on Mondays.
Sorry to waste your time.
You're not wasting my time. Faith Double, come have a seat here. And Austin Doobie, come up with your attorney. All right, so Ms. Underwood, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Doobie?
I have, Your Honor.
And how does your client wish to proceed today?
We would ask the court to enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Doobie's behalf. Mr. Doobie, Your Honor, has spent pretty much a large part of the last couple years in and out of incarceration and rehab.
I'm
Mr.
sorry, listen, I'm about done. You don't get to sit there looking high and smirking in my courtroom. So sit there and be quiet. And both of you bring your partners just to create more issues, please. This is about you two and a child that you had together. And so you don't get to sit there with an attitude, neither do you. And for you two that are here, you stay here, you be quiet, you don't get involved. Do you think this is funny? Because you've also had issues. So why are you smirking? Because he's been
I've had
incarcerated.
issues, but I've overcome my issues.
Good for you.
And
So
I'm
you
the
sit
one
there,
that
you
constantly
behave in my
takes care of me.
courtroom and stop smirking. So what do you want to do, Ms. Underwood?
Your Honor, Mr. Doobie is going to request a review. He is also actively looking for employment. He just recently completed rehab successfully, so he's ready to get out and attack this, Your Honor. So I would ask for a couple weeks for Mr. Doobie both to petition for a review and to present the court with evidence that he is actively seeking, if not has found a job.
Okay. All right. So I will set this over to July 14 with my other ones. By then you're supposed to have payment. You'll start making, have a job, start making payments, and then also request an income review. All right. So Ms. Double, you have a seat there and you don't leave
I'm
until
not the one that's on trial.
I'm gonna, you're what?
I said, I'm not the one who's on trial.
But you're misbehaving. So have a seat. You two can leave the courthouse now. Thank you. And you will wait to leave the courthouse. So have a seat.
I'm gonna leave.
No, you're not gonna leave. I'm not gonna have a fight in my parking lot. Have a seat.
I'm trying to leave and go do my
I'm
job.
letting them leave and then I'm gonna let you leave. So have a seat.
Pulling, holding in contempt because I'm trying to go
How
work.
long do we have to stay for?
3 minutes. 3 minutes for them to get out of the building into a car. So have a seat.
And Your Honor, just
One
so
more-
you know, Your Honor, just so you know, he's already successfully completed rehab.
Good.
More than once. And he just.
All right, I'm done. So have a seat and be quiet while I continue with my court. All right. We also have Whitney Holtz versus Timothy Holtz. And on that file, I believe that concludes our front of the court show cause docket. So Ms. Cam and Ms. Senkowitz, have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.